Welcome to Pouring Takes Podcast. I'm Charlie Van.
And I am Rayya, and over there is Producer Tanner yet again in frame with us. I am liking this setup, sir.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I hope I can keep up with you guys.
You can, and you will. And if you don't, you have the best jokes on the team.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And we are here at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club. It's a beautiful Monday night. If you can see behind us, there's a watch party for Unrivaled, which was the league I talked about at the end of last week's show.
Oh, hell yeah.
These people are hype. Currently, the Lunar Owls are playing the Vinyl, and that's a hell of a matchup. The Lunar Owls have Nafisa Collier, Alicia Gray, Courtney Williams, and the Vinyl have Dallas's own Enrique. I'm just going to call her Enrique because I can't say the last name.
Enrique.
I got really hyped, and I was on a good train, and I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to mess this up. But she's my everything. Anyway, Charlie, how are we feeling on this Monday night?
Yeah, I mean, it is Monday, new week, new goals, always new news in the world of sports and entertainment, too.
Man, there's a lot of news.
There's a lot of news, but doing all right. It was a great weekend.
Yeah.
So,
how's your dry January or dry last 2 weeks of January going?
I won't say it has been completely dry. There's been pick and choose days, but it's been okay. It's nice to have some days off.
What are we drinking here?
So today is one of those days off from drinking. This is club soda. So classic, nice placebo effect.
I love that you have club soda and water.
And
Aren't they
water.
essentially the same thing?
This is what happens when you have Texas allergies, because you know what? I jinxed myself. Because you remember last year, I was like miserable at the beginning of June.
Oh, dude.
We
I was
both
all
got
the time.
so sick.
And this January early, I was like, man, I feel great. I don't know what's going on. And I think part of it was the freeze, so I was good. And I was like, I'm good. Hit me this weekend, but I'm trooping on. I'm here. I'm excited. So,
Producer Tanner, Miller Lite.
Yeah, I just went with Old Reliable today because I was setting up and not paying attention to their beers. They have some cool beers back there. A couple of, I think it's Necessary Evil.
Oh, yeah.
Which I might switch to.
Mosaic.
They've got the Manhattan. They've got hey, can I get 2 shots of Fireball? Thank you so much. Just in time.
You're taking 2 shots for us, Tanner.
Yeah, man, I'm taking it for the both of you guys.
That's
You're
okay.
a team
This
player.
is the last
Yes.
episode where we will be, or at least I will be, not drinking.
Yeah.
No, I should be back in the game. I'm off the IL.
You're off the IL. Yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully.
I do miss our shots, so I'm looking forward to that
Oh, it's
first shot
Rumplements
next
whenever
Monday.
you guys come back. You're going to be nice and loose about 20 minutes after that.
Nice and minty.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I can't believe I did. I'm on the way of giving up liquor for 31 days. That's insane.
Yeah, you're almost there.
Almost there. And here I am drinking a ice-cold Coca-Cola.
Not Jack and Coke.
Not a Jack and Coke. And I haven't had a soda, like a proper soda, in a while either. So this is kind of nice.
A little treat.
Little treat. That's how I thought about
You know
it.
what? A soda goes
Very
a long
exciting.
way.
Yeah.
Especially when you haven't had one. There's just something about it.
Man, I feel you.
I think it's better when you're non-soda drinker.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Because you're like, ooh, I haven't had this. There's something about it.
So what is your go-to soda?
Coke Zero now.
Coke Zero? What
yeah.
about
Anything orange.
Ooh.
Sunkist?
I love Sunkist.
or Crush?
I love
Or
Crush.
Fanta.
I love Fanta. Right now, okay, so we had a party, and a bunch of people are doing dry January, so they brought a bunch of, soft drinks. So I've got a cooler full of soft drinks that we're just working through, and thank goodness, orange Fanta. Hey,
It's like an
orange
early
Fanta.
90s slumber party.
You
Yeah.
want to sponsor Pouring Takes? I'd be happy to have little Fanta screwdrivers anytime you
Yeah,
want.
we can
There
make
you go.
orange creamsicle.
There we
Like
go.
a drink out of it, and we'll call it an orange creamsicle. It'll be
That'll
good.
be
Could
delicious.
you imagine we freeze the Fanta,
Yeah.
and then we add rum or
Tequila.
vodka or
Right?
tequila, and
Tequila, little
well, there's
soft drink tequila sunrise.
There's something.
There you
There's
go.
some things we could do with that.
I'm into it, dude. Look at this.
Look at you.
There you go. He is doubling
Stacks
up.
on stacks over here.
Stacks on
He's
stacks.
taking the
You
fireballs.
should have just ordered a double shot, so it
That
came
is
in
true.
one glass.
Well, I wanted to pace myself.
Yeah.
Well, what are you planning? Are you saving those for a special moment in the show? Are you waiting for me to say a certain word for you to react
I'm sure
to?
That's going
there'll
to be 2
be-
seconds in.
There'll be something.
Yeah.
And I'll just go, I'll
is
drink to
time.
that.
I have something in my mind for him.
The Tanner
Uh-oh.
shot challenge.
Yep.
Which
Yep.
one of us is going to trigger you? Who do you think will trigger you first?
Oh, well, I mean, Charlie usually says the dadliest jokes.
The deadliest.
So
Yeah.
He's usually my trigger.
Oh, yeah. Well, I should have been a Green Bay Packer fan.
Not sure what that means.
Because he's so cheesy.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Like ears, but with a chuck.
There we go.
So silly. Took like no time. And you thought I was the problem on this
Hey,
show.
got to come out the gun
Jiminy
blazing.
Crickets.
So here.
Well, like we said, we're at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club.
Yep.
It is Monday night. Happy hour ends at 7. Tonight they've got pool and poker, as well as the Mavs game that's on tonight at 7:30.
That's right. And they're doing the three on
The
threes.
threes. Unrivaled.
Yep.
This is the party. I'm
Man.
just happy to be here.
Right, we're excited.
Yes, we are. So, like we said, this weekend, why is it breaking news on a Friday? Who breaks news on a Friday? I am
Jerry
very
Jones.
pissed off
At 9 o'clock.
that we did our predictions. We didn't even get a chance to upload our episodes.
Right?
Yeah, well, that's
So silly.
So silly. So 9 o'clock. What happened, Charlie Van?
Man, 9 o'clock, my notifications on Twitter, Instagram, you name it, were coming through. Brian Schottenheimer is the new head coach, which we expected.
Shoddy.
Shoddy,
boy.
yeah, shot for Shoddy.
Well, I'll hang on.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, so I saw it, and I was like, obviously, no surprise at the hire, but it is a little underwhelming late
Has
on
there
a Friday.
anything from the Cowboys been whelming or overwhelming? Because I feel
No,
like
yeah.
we've just been the definition of underwhelming.
Well,
I saw a tweet today that said Saquon scored 6, or the Eagles scored 6 rushing touchdowns in the last game, and the Cowboys had 6 all season.
Yes,
That's accurate.
That's called not running, no run
What
game.
are we doing?
Not running the ball.
Man.
Yeah.
We don't play complimentary football.
Man.
You drink?
We don't even play football.
No, but Brian.
Football.
But I do love the. Somebody made this shirt a couple years ago. So Schottenheimer is known for run, pass, punt, RT. It's like RP something D2.
So it's a play on R2D2.
Yeah.
R2P2. That's
so
what the shirt was.
RPP2.
I got you. Thank
Yeah,
God you
yeah,
said
sorry.
that to me.
Brain fog. But anyways, his style, obviously, he loves to run the ball, which is what we see a lot less. Even back when we had the dual threat, a healthy dual threat between Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott. So we've obviously seen in the past year or so how crucial it is to have a run game and how undervalued it is. And, man, have we undervalued it, especially bringing back a guy like Rico Dottle, who got close to 1,000. Did he hit 1,000?
He did hit
He
1,000.
did hit 1,000. But we could have long since had that for him.
Tell me this. I heard that the shoddy hire was for Dak Prescott. That Dak Prescott really wanted him to be the coach, wanted him to stay. There was a lot of expectation that Mike McCarthy, among the players, was going to come back and re-sign.
Yeah.
Do the players really respect this guy, or is that PR fluff?
I think they respect him. I think they respect.
Does he have get in that ass energy?
Well, I don't think any of these coaches here have that. I think we passed on the coaches or didn't even try. Dion, all those guys. But I think he has the respect for sure. I mean, it's hard not to respect a guy like Brian, who's been in the league 97. Obviously, his dad's a legend. I mean, he's an X's and O's guy, and he's been known to really help the success of quarterbacks. Just look at Russell Wilson. I think he's a good relationship builder. You know, maybe that's why if you want to look, you look at the head coach more as a CEO. He's probably that rah. I don't think he's going to be a disciplinary guy, but I think him and Dak do have a good relationship. But Dak's always had good relationships with pretty much everybody. That's
Yeah,
just
he's
who
very
he is.
coachable, yeah.
He loves coaching. He's a coach's player. So I think familiarity has always been known with this organization. And I think, and Jerry kind of said it today, they didn't want to start over pretty much. You know, they wanted something familiar. They didn't want, so that could be really good, that could be really bad.
I also really, this is weirdly optimistic, but I also respect the fact that he's younger, on the younger
Yeah.
side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
yeah,
not like.
it's not 74-year-old.
Yeah,
He's 52.
I mean, I was really nervous that we were going to end up with some old man,
Yeah.
crusty,
Old white guys.
white man.
Which one of these old white guys are going to let us down?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Now we have a young white guy that's going to let us down.
Can I,
Another disappointing white man.
well, technically we had that with Jason Garrett. I'll say this. I don't know how much of the press conference today you saw, but the one clip that's been circling that gives, when I say optimism, you only go so far with that because it takes more than the coach, and it takes what is the organization going to give the coach and give the players to succeed. I did like how he says you got to be flexible with how well your players play.
Right.
You know, if you don't do that, you don't belong. So adaptability, and to me that gives a little hope to, you know, we'll see if it plays out, but at least that's one thing I felt like we weren't doing under Mike McCarthy. We weren't playing to any of our players' strengths.
Yep. Well, hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Bracing for the worst.
Do you think this means either a running back or O-line pick?
I really hope, you know, we do go with a playmaker, and that
Yeah.
could be on defense too.
Yeah.
Because I would love to have a corner or a safety out of this draft in the first round too. We will see. We will see.
Yeah.
In the first couple rounds, maybe
Well,
not necessarily the
and-
first round. Thank you, darling.
Speaking of offense, just real quick, in talks, possible interest is Arizona Cardinals O-line coach, who you saw James Conner have career high under him. So.
And Kyler Murray looked great coming
Yeah.
off that ACL surgery.
Well, and maybe we'll see more of Dak running now.
I hope so, but we don't know what Dak's
Well,
physical capabilities are
as
following
best as
this
he can.
injury.
As best
I
as
mean,
What's Cooper Rush got to say about all
I don't know. Is he on the roster?
The real
you know, that
Cowboys
is a good
quarterback.
question. That's one thing that's gone quiet. We don't know what's happening with Rush. We don't know what's happening with Lance. I guess we'll find out here in the next month.
yeah.
With free agency.
They need to build that coaching staff first, so I'm very curious to see which direction they go. We heard Mike Zimmer is probably
Gone.
going to retire.
Yeah.
So we'll
Eberflus is a strong candidate.
Eberflus. And then there's a couple other Bears coaches that they're looking
Yeah.
at to fill out the staff. So I'm kind of like,
Yikes.
yeah, I'm like red flag city over here, given how the Bears season went. Why are we hiring their coaching staff?
Because they're cheap,
Yeah, that's a big thing, I think.
And
and
they're
they're
That's
probably
a
not
good
wanting to stick around. I wouldn't want to stick around on the Bears.
That's fair. And I mean, they probably were all fired when, you know,
Yeah.
Eberflus was like, oh, so.
And Eberflus, another familiarity. He was under Garrett's staff. I did see, like, he was able to really elevate, though, Anthony Hitchens and all those guys. So as a linebackers coach, so it's hard to say. And we saw with Wade, he was a better coordinator than he was a head coach. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll keep track of all the moving and shaking within the coaching sphere, but on to happier, more exciting things. That championship games took place this past Sunday.
Yeah.
Your Eagles, the Eagles coming
Yeah.
out on top against the Commanders, and then Kansas City edging out Buffalo yet again. So let's start in the NFC. What did you see out of Philly that makes you excited to see them back in the Super Bowl?
Well, one, we were all right here.
Yes, yeah.
I like being
3-0.
right when I
Yep.
can.
Hey, I'll drink to that.
There we
Cheers.
go. I
There
don't
you
have
go.
anyone anymore. She's
Wow,
coming
you
back with my Coke.
coked that down.
You know, sometimes you just gotta get coked out.
All right.
Speaking my language.
Yes, we.
The
there
only
we
thing
go.
that Coke ever made me want to do was more Coke. That's why I had to quit.
There you go.
The only Coke I've ever
As
done
I'm-
is Coca-Cola.
As I'm looking at Mel Kiper in a white shirt,
Mel Kiper?
Kiper with a white shirt on.
Oh, apparently we're
Anyways.
not allowed to make drug jokes.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he changed the subject. We're not allowed to make fun of drugs. Anyway,
Aw.
boo!
I just made one of his shirt.
Fun police.
Fun
I just made
police.
one of his shirt. I was comparing.
Oh, I missed
It's,
it.
that's why I said it was.
Oh, now my Coke has appeared.
There you go.
Oh,
She's
boy.
she's so fast.
Okay,
very
so
sneaky.
what I loved, Saquon Barkley. What a force, unstoppable force, immovable object, all the pro wrestling terms. That guy had a day, has been having a season. I'm very happy for them just because, Eagles aside, all that, you love to see great talent and great talent succeed. And, man, talk about a run game that's been elevated. And I think he's something special.
Yeah, that offense exploded. 55 points.
Yeah.
Against a very good Washington team. Fun fact, Saquon's birthday is Super Bowl Sunday.
He's an Aquarius. I knew he was an Aquarius.
It's the dawning of the age.
He will be turning 28.
Oh, what a baby.
Yeah.
He's such a baby. And so what's funny is I'm watching the game with Christine. She's a big Commanders fan, and I'm being
Cutie.
a supportive best friend. And every time he came in, so he had a handful of, he had what, 2 or 3 touchdowns?
Yeah.
And then
3,
Jalen Hurts
maybe.
had 3 touchdowns. Anytime one of those men scored, we'd be like, damn it, you beautiful, beautiful man.
Yep. There's some pretty boys out there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I won't comment on that, but
You can acknowledge another man's beauty, and it's fine.
Well,
Right?
be
Have you
honest,
looked at Jalen Hurts?
I have
did you watch
not
the
as
gender-swapped quarterback smash or pass?
I
That
think
was funny.
I think my Eagles like frustration and envy, just blinds me out.
I see
I'll
you wear
tell you
your,
who's
your
a handsome-
Eagles green today, too.
that's
I'll tell you who's
victory
a,
green.
I'll tell you who's
That's
a
a different
handsome
shade.
fellow is Jason Kelsey. That's the Eagle. That's a man.
Yeah, you like it? You're more of a bear kind of guy.
Hey, you know what?
Well, that's why you and Topher are so close.
Oh, that's precious.
He is a teddy bear. Shout
the
out to our
best.
friend Topher.
But anyway, also really was impressed with the Eagles' defense locking down a usually explosive
Yeah.
Washington Commanders team. Seeing a lot of matchup problem potential when they play Kansas City in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into the Super Bowl in a week, but it is very intriguing. And the most explosive team has definitely been this Philly team. And one thing that we used to knock on them, not being able to adjust or adapt, they have done that, especially in this game. There were periods where I was like, okay,
Yeah,
this is a game.
It was a close game to start
Yeah.
with, and then Philly took off and just ran with it, and then you
Boy.
finally see the score, 55 points.
And also just the experience of this team of Hurts now, of AJ, of Devontae, and of course as Coach Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, I mean,
Everything
they
was
only
calculated.
they almost made the Super Bowl last year. Like they were.
No, they went out first round.
First round, never mind.
Yeah.
But they were in it the year before.
Yeah.
They were literally a running back away, and it's very interesting to see how much Saquon truly changed this team.
Yeah, and it's that's what it shows. I mean, you as much as we want to underpay the running back, you have to have it. Even though the Ravens didn't make it an AFC Championship, you saw what Derrick Henry did to help that team.
He took a lot off of Lamar.
A
when you
lot.
Look at the whole season.
Montgomery and Gibbs with the Lions, they didn't have any of them
Right.
prior, so it's something special. And yeah, it pains me to see the Eagles succeed, but I can't hate because they're doing it all the right way. They have the right investment. They've been smart. They've been calculated. Actually, I was around some Eagles fans yesterday, and they were, what are you going to say to me?
Oh my gosh! Did you see that one video of like the Eagles fans and the Commanders fans
And they're
chanting "Dallas sucks"?
Oh,
Like we're not involved. We're not in this story yet.
Right.
Here you are talking about
and I'm
us.
sorry,
Okay,
nothing
cool.
in Commanders, but you did split it with us, so you should have had us on the road.
Yeah.
But
that's what,
Eagles have
that's
been
what Jerry
dominant.
hopes for. He always wants you to
Yeah.
talk about him
That's PR.
no matter what.
That any PR is good PR.
Keep
Yeah.
him talking about glory hole.
Yeah.
Not the glory holes.
Man, that's his glory hole. I didn't fucking with it.
Okay, switching gears into the AFC. This game was down to the wire.
Yes, it was. It was a scrap.
And again, yet
didn't get to
again,
watch it.
Kansas City comes out on top. I think they only won by a point, right?
Yeah, 3 points.
3
yeah,
points.
You're right. But it was really. I mean, one play away for Allen, and they're going to overtime.
Yep.
One play.
What is the one thing Buffalo should have been able to do better to finally get over the hump?
Get good.
Um,
Those 2 shots went exactly to my head.
Yes, they did.
Just right
I-
up there.
it's tough because it was a very zig while you zag. I mean, yeah.
What does that even mean?
What does that mean?
So maybe on that last drive, they had the run game going with
They did.
Cook. So what I mean by that is they went passing, which I could see, but it's so hard with that defense.
That one touchdown that Dalvin Cook? No, that's not Dalvin Cook.
James Cook?
James Cook
Yeah.
scored.
Dalvin Cook's brother.
Yeah, where he reached out
Yeah.
to the goal line. Oh
I did see
my
that.
God, the strength, the power in his legs to keep moving.
I mean, if you
That
wa-
was insane.
Right,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the spatial awareness to just
I think my mouth, I was just so in awe of this game, how close it was, that it was hard for me to just say, oh, it was this, that, because literally Chiefs would score. Bills would answer back. I mean, it was literally that. It's just the Chiefs, they're going to edge you out.
They do figure out, like, ways to win the fucking football game, dude.
They had Xavier Worthy had a good game.
Yeah, wonderful game.
The other tight end, what's his name? Gray? Is that him?
Gray.
Noah Gray.
Noah Gray had a good
Yeah.
game. Travis Kelce had a good couple catches.
He only wakes up in the playoffs, man.
He really does.
They thaw
It's
him
his
out,
thing.
and then he goes out there and plays.
Also, was 50-50 on Taylor Swift's outfit.
There you go.
My wife had some opinions.
Our consensus in our girl group chat was that Travis dressed her.
You think so? My wife said she's trying too hard. She's overthinking her outfits. Now, I haven't seen it personally.
So she was in a Louis Vuitton zip-up sweater thing.
Okay.
And it had like the big LV print on it. And then
Sure.
she had these massive Louis Vuitton gloves. And then the skirt that she wore was like a cute little tennis skirt. And I think it was the same skirt she wore when they played the AFC Championship game last year. And then she was wearing red tights and boots. I just thought the sweater was too much.
That's a little silly.
Yeah, it was like an oversized sweater. Like I made a joke, maybe it's Travis's. There's no way it was Travis's.
No, that'd be
But
like
it
Jason's
was like
maybe.
it was like his style and her style kind of, but it not working. I don't.
Yeah.
Thoughts, opinions. What did Charlotte say?
She was like, she's overthinking it.
Yeah.
You got to chill out,
Chill out in the
right?
cold.
Enter
in the
your
cold.
wag life and just be the cool cheerleader girlfriend. You know.
And most of her outfits are like that. This one was just so. It was an outlier.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna call it.
I wonder how
Outlier.
much money LV paid to have her wear that.
On national TV like that,
Oh, yeah.
probably quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, you're not a billionaire unless you're taking money from everybody.
Yeah.
You know.
Every moment is an opportunity, right?
I'm glad to have Taylor Swift fashion talk. 'Cause it's at least something I can be a little more intelligent about.
I do have one last Taylor Swift question, and we'll go back to football. So one of the betting props out there is if Travis Kelce will retire after the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Right? My question to this panel right here is what happens in Travis Kelce's life after he retires? Does he become a roadshow husband and follow Taylor Swift around the world
Which he already does.
when he's not playing football?
Yeah.
Will he be on TV like his brother, maybe doing the panel
Which he's
thing?
also already doing.
Yeah.
Or will he just fucking relax and
No.
do something else
no.
and run a
That's
business or
not-
something?
No.
No. He's gonna be right there on the analysts. We're gonna see him on Sunday mornings, maybe Thursday. It's too much of a personality.
Once you get a
He
taste
loves
of
it.
that camera,
He's
it's hard to back down.
I
He'll
mean,
put out
he's
a
already-
music video.
Right?
for
Look at
bands.
us.
He had his own reality TV show at one
a dating
point.
show.
Right?
Catching
Catching
Kelsey.
Kelsey.
Catching Kelsey.
No, he's more spotlight than Jason.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the yin and yang of that sibling.
I think he's going to do all the things that you mentioned.
Yeah.
He'll be in movies.
Oh, yeah. He got really into acting this
If he
year.
retires, I'm ready to make the prop bet now that he proposes on the field.
Oh, my God. That would just break the internet. And it'd be really sad if they don't actually get married or they get divorced. Like that
Oh,
would
well, they'll get
wreck
divorced
me.
for sure. I mean, she's the new Elizabeth Taylor, dude.
Is she? Because she hasn't been, like, married or...
No, but she
she's
has
not-
high-profile relationships.
Yeah, but she's
She
not...
just knows that she doesn't want to split her billions.
She's been engaged, though, right?
No, she hasn't.
Really?
So...
Right? All these boys.
She's
slacking.
not...
You
so what
guys
I was going to
suck.
say, she's not Thanos collecting rings like Jennifer Lopez.
No. But,
But, like-
the times have changed. Millennials, we're not super into being married as a whole because it's very scary. I got lucky and found somebody amazing that I, of course, love being married to, and I want you to know that. But,
Thank
she's a businesswoman. She's not going to go out there and jeopardize her business for some boy, but it would be great to be engaged
It would be.
on the field
It would be
at
something.
the Super Bowl
It
that
would
you
be a
win because
spectacle.
the Chiefs are definitely winning.
Three-peat.
Well,
right?
here's
That's
the thing.
insane. That's an insane thought for next week.
Does he retire, though, if they win, or will he come back if they lose?
How old is he? He's 33?
34, 35?
Yeah. And
35? Definitely
around.
retire. Tight end's not playing at 36.
And
Get
I
real.
think, like, seeing how happy his brother is will also play into it because his brother had a very long career as well. And now
Yeah.
he's got his Monday Night Countdown spot. He's got his late night TV show.
Right.
He's getting to do all these things with his wife now,
There's
like
the
on
Kelsey
TV.
cast.
So,
They
like,
got the whole thing.
yeah, it wouldn't shock me either way if he just calls it quits. I mean, you're at the peak of your career, and we've already seen his production decline in the regular season. So why taint your legacy?
I think it's just going to come down to how he feels in that game. I mean, if he gets roughed
egos, you dudes go a lot longer than you think you should.
Yeah.
Brett Favre,
I mean, Witten did it,
Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick.
I think Tony Gonzalez was near the late of his 30s where he retired.
Yeah, but he's the greatest of all time.
Well, Travis is arguably up there now, statistically.
Well.
And that's his hero.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we will get more into prop bets and Super Bowl coverage next week on the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
What else stood out to you about the Kansas City Chiefs performance?
But they're just so relentless. I think you asked, what could Bills do different? I mean, it's just being clutch on that fourth down, and that is what Mahomes does best.
Mahomes.
He just converts. I mean, they kept the ball moving. Hey, there wasn't really any, questionable calls this time. They won it fair and square, no matter
agree.
how.
They didn't have any ref interference.
I didn't think so. There was nothing
Coaching.
in there that, yeah.
It's hard to bet against this team. They just do it when it matters the most. It's Patriots 2.0.
I did see a couple moments with the way Patrick Mahomes was scrambling.
Yeah.
I saw the Bills' defense freeze when he ran.
That's the big thing. The defense, yeah.
They did not want that unnecessary roughness penalty. They
No.
wanted nothing to do with late hits or accidental late hits. So whatever he's been doing is working because nobody wants to touch him.
You make a good point. I mean, it's like in basketball, you know that person that you're just going to draw fouls on.
Is Patrick Mahomes LeBron James?
He's definitely the new GOAT.
The new GOAT, yes. But with LeBron, there comes like asterisks and complaints that everyone says LeBron flops a lot. LeBron needs help to win championships. Blah, 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 blah.
No, I don't feel like he needs
flopping's
help.
part of the game, and LeBron is the best to play the game.
Give him an Oscar.
I mean, honestly, if it helps you win, that's the way it is. If you want to change flopping, you have to change the rules.
Right.
But until then, my ass can
Don't
be
die.
flopping. Yeah.
Yeah. He's fired up.
If flopping is going to give me an advantage one way or another, doesn't matter. I'm doing it.
Yeah. We see it in soccer, too.
Yeah,
You're
we
paying
see
me
it a lot.
millions of
in
dollars
soccer.
to win basketball games or football games.
I don't put a yet on LeBron. We'll see how next year. We'll see how the Super Bowl goes. We'll see that because I think he doesn't need all that. He's just that extra gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Do I think he's a good sportsman? No.
No, absolutely not. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's diabolical, and I hate it.
If you don't like it, change the rules. Don't
But-
hate the player, hate the game.
Eagles were
Fair.
doing it yesterday with the Commanders drawing them the penalties. So I mean, it's
What was the 3 encroachments in a
Yeah.
row?
Oh my God, that was
That-
insane.
that's what I'm saying. They
and
knew what
the
they were
one
doing.
defender flying over the top.
I know, poor Luva.
Oh, nuts. Hate to see it.
I mean, that was an Eagle strategy right there.
I read
It's a little
somewhere
cheap,
today that
but-
they could have given them the touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ref,
On an
the ref
encroachment.
got pissed and was like, there is a rule. It's only happened once, I think, and it was like in the 50s.
1940s.
Oh, my God.
1942 or 43 was it?
Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
Only because I heard it this morning. They were talking about it, and I was like,
Yeah,
wow.
Wouldn't it be just like America to be the 1940s?
Yeah. But it's crazy that long time it
Yeah.
took for something like that, though.
Crazy.
And of all the football, it's over, 100 and something years now. So
Yeah, it's a while.
and we're Super Bowl 59. That's crazy.
Yep, and like you said, green and red logo, green and red football team.
Okay, real quick, they released the new one for next year. 60 is blue and white.
Blue and white. Are
They
they
expecting
just
the
praying
Rams?
for the Detroit Lions?
The Lions, Cowboys, no.
Chargers?
The Dallas Mavericks? No. Hey,
No.
the Bills.
No.
The Bills have blue and white in it.
They sure do.
Think about this. I was saying to somebody today, I said, if the Chiefs three-peat, I'm just saying, it may mean we could see, not the end of era, I don't think so, but next year, you kind of have that satisfied feeling. So I could see that. Like, they'll still be in the mix, but when you're trying to chase history and you get it, you kind of
Okay.
take a step back.
So they're saying the colors officially are navy and powder blue.
Well, that's Cowboys.
That's
And,
Cowboys.
or the Lions.
Chargers.
Chargers.
Well, no, they have yellow in them.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be all the colors.
Yeah.
I mean,
Powder blue. How do you get any more Charger than that?
Broncos isn't powder blue anymore. It used to be.
No, they're
Rams,
navy. They're navy blue
maybe.
and orange.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is beautiful.
That looks like Cowboys Lions.
Yeah, except,
Yeah, but except
they're both
that's
NFC
not
East
happening.
teams.
Lions
NFC
for
no,
sure.
but the white-
Cowboys, not a
Okay, I got
prayer.
one.
Uh-huh.
Remember, the dominant color is the blue, which usually shows who's going to win the Super Bowl. It has. So that could be the Lions. That could be the white. The one team that we're sleeping on that is Mahomes' kryptonite when they're healthy, when they're in, is the Bengals.
Oh
Is
yeah,
Joe
the
Burrow.
icy white.
Yes. And
Ah!
and he statistically had the best season despite. And that's one team. If you want to get Travis Kelce fired up, it was talking about the Bengals. He's the only one outside of Brady to be able to defeat
The
Mahomes when it
Bengals
matters.
are a decent defensive squad away
Yeah,
from being a contender.
exactly. Well, exactly. You know, I mean, we got to see what happens with Jamar and them, but you know, Burrow is the only one outside of Brady to have defeated Mahomes in the postseason.
Well, we will see.
Bengals Lions would be funny. Lions and Tigers and
And
Bears.
Bears?
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh, Bears also wear
Bear-
navy. Caleb Williams painting his nails.
They wear navy.
Very cute.
Yeah,
thought
they're
it was
navy
like-
and orange as well.
Man, for so long, man, I'm colorblind.
Cheers
I
to our
thought they were
Discord audience. I'm also
Yeah.
broadcasting this on Discord.
Oh, I
right
did
now.
not know we were doing
Cheers.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, from over
Cheers.
there.
That's
It's just
fun.
my wife.
Oh, hi, Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte. Thank you for supporting us as always.
That's cool. Didn't know you could like simulcast like
That's
this.
right.
Look
I'm
at,
pretty powerful.
Look at you doing all the things over there, manipulating the systems. I'm so proud of your growth.
Thanks. Thanks. It's
You're
been a year.
welcome. It's been a year.
We've been doing this a year.
a
I
year
know.
and change. We started in like November. I was looking actually back at our like our first couple videos that we posted
Yeah.
as a trio.
Sitting in your apartment.
Yeah, at the kitchen.
Oh,
Because I was looking at how our viewership on our reels have increased over time because data. So that was a fun trip down memory lane.
And then,
Nice.
and then I can't believe it, January. It's been that,
Right?
it's been that crazy.
We're getting
We're
ready
on
for
the road.
Super Bowl II for us.
Yes, we are.
I know. Exciting.
Charlotte, do you want to weigh in on
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift's outfit? I'd be happy to see it in the chat, and I can tell you what she says.
In the meantime, is there anything else? I'm not asking for a pick or a prediction or anything like that. What is exciting about this Super Bowl matchup to you?
Play styles?
Play styles.
Yeah. It's the run game of, love the run game of Philly, but I also love what the defense of the Chiefs have been doing. I mean, they're really smash mouth. I think they've gotten better and better and better. So that's going to be interesting. I want to see how the Chiefs can shut down that run game.
This is truly going to be the definition of defense wins championships.
Yep.
Because both these offenses are clearly very explosive. Eagles have the #1 overall defense,
Yeah.
and Kansas City has the #3 overall defense.
So field
that's-
goals?
Hey, if it comes down to it, it comes down to it. But I don't know. I want to see like a couple defensive turnovers.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun.
No, definitely. I mean, I could see that possibly happen.
I mean, Philly forced like 3 fumbles
yeah.
on Washington yesterday.
I do feel, though, if I'm going to see defensive turn, I think I'm going to see it more on the Hurt side, though. Just for that. I mean, hopefully, you know,
They better
for Eagles-
protect him because
Yeah.
he is Butterfingers.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
How
I don't
cute
see
can you
Mahomes
be
throwing
with
too
slippery
many.
fingers?
I know. Well,
In
now,
the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl.
now there's no weather, because even though it's been snowing there, which is crazy in New Orleans, you
Yes.
know, it's in the dome there, so they don't have that.
And the New Orleans Superdome hosted this Super Bowl with the Colts
It was the Colts and Bears.
and the Bears.
Yeah, 2007, January 2007.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was when Devin Hester.
Oh
ran
yeah,
back.
that return. That was
Yep,
awesome.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I
Might
was gonna
have
say
even
magical.
been Prince as the.
Yeah, Prince was the.
No, Prince was
no,
Miami,
Prince
guys.
was Miami. Yeah, because it was raining.
Yeah, he did Purple Rain in the Rain, and it's
In
my
the Rain,
favorite
it was
Super
the
Bowl
best.
show.
It
Iconic.
was
Like,
rad.
oh my God, hands down my favorite. I watch it every year. Like, I rewatch that halftime show every year the week of Super Bowl. Oh, that means I get to rewatch it next week.
That's right.
It's my little treat.
Charlotte
Yeah.
says she's overthinking the WAG thing. Last year's cute fan gear was better.
I agree. She should wear more of the Kansas City Chiefs stuff.
For sure.
Even like, so she found like the glitter freckles on Etsy, like by a random creator or designer. Boost the young and local people there. Like, there's so many cute, like, customizable stuff on your Etsy's, and there's a lot
pull
of.
Beyonce and get that wild hat from the Hatters down in San Antonio and make them $1 billion.
Oh my God.
That's rad, man.
Well, I hope she really brings it for the Super Bowl. Very
I'm sure
intrigued.
she's got something planned.
She's going to walk in looking like White Christmas. Vera Allen.
Somebody said that because Kendrick Lamar is the halftime show, and she did Bad Blood, the remix with Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, yeah.
That people really want her to do that with him as the surprise.
There's not a prayer.
And then her announce Reputation Taylor's version shortly
Oh.
after. And if you're a rep girly like me, I don't think it's going to happen, but I hope.
Charlotte's going off.
What'd she say?
She says, yeah, right. Remember that cousin? Right?
Is there a prop
There's
bet on that?
no freaking way.
No, she won't do it. She won't do it. But I want Reputation TV so badly.
Oh, man, it'd be great.
Prop bet.
Prop bet.
It is a
yeah.
prop bet.
She
It is out
announces Reputation at the Super Bowl. Oh, my goodness.
At the
Oh.
end, when the Chiefs win, she'll get interviewed.
I mean, she just extended the trademark for another 6 months, so it has to come in the next 6 months.
Yeah. She's going to announce Reputation, and then she's going to get proposed to by Travis Kelce.
Better Jason Kelsey.
Yeah.
Oh,
And she
On
still,
the field,
and she
and he
still
retires.
has to,
That's
and
what
she still
happens.
has to release her debut album. That's another one she just filed an extension on the trademark for her.
For what?
For her debut album.
Oh, for the
To re-release it.
Fear- or
Oh no,
the
it's
original
called.
one?
It's self-titled. It's
Yeah,
Taylor
yeah.
Swift. It's
Taylor
You have to have a
Swift, Taylor
trademark on
Taylor's
that?
version.
Yep. She had
Wow.
so she just filed the extensions last week. I'm so sorry. I like completely hijacked this episode.
No, we throw in
to be
some
on Taylor
entertainment.
Swift.
adds to our pouring takes here.
I know more about Taylor Swift than I know about the Eagles.
I love that about you.
You're not the only one.
Oh my God.
I have a hard time watching the Eagles.
And
Yeah, me
Taylor
too.
Swift grew up an Eagles fan.
Gross.
I know that is crazy,
That is so wild.
but she's been converted.
Yeah, she's up in the suite hugging Donna Kelsey, losing her shit with Brittany Mahomes.
Ooh, where's Kylie gonna be?
Kylie,
Oh, this
Kylie
is gonna be
gets-
interesting.
Kylie will be there. She'll be in the suite, but she like hates the spotlight and attention.
Well, but I mean,
That's Jason's wife,
she's
right? Yeah.
diehard Philly. Even
and
with,
she's pregnant.
yeah,
What?
They're having their fourth child.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
I think another girl.
Yep, 4 girls.
Yeah. Well, if I was rich, it'd be easy to have 4.
It's just pop them out like a factory.
Yeah, right?
I'm sorry, Charlotte.
But-
she knows.
But she's definitely not going for the Chiefs. She'll root for the safety of Travis, but
Yeah,
She
she's
is
rooting for
diehard.
the Eagles. I mean,
yeah,
good for her. And she's always done a really good job of not wearing any other logos besides the Eagles
yeah. I mean,
because she's true to her hometown.
that's how my dad would be if I played in the NFL against the Cowboys. I mean, he's like, "Good luck, son." You know, he would root
I'm gonna
against
be
me.
in my season ticket.
He did that
spot.
against his brother. Played tight end at Florida, and Florida State was playing where he went. And I said, "Well, did you like cheer for Tom and all?" He's like, "No." You know, that's how he is.
How could
know?
you?
You know,
That'd
you
be a
chose the wrong
betrayal.
side.
Oh my gosh, it's not in your hands at that point, but whatever.
All right.
It's okay.
Alrighty.
What we got here?
Okay,
We are 38 minutes in.
that was a lot of football chatter.
There's a lot to unpack there.
There is. Any other football notes you want to drop, or are we ready to move forward?
I think
I
we're
don't know. You
pretty.
guys want to play squares?
You should go play squares.
I'm gonna play it at the bar
Are
right
you-
when we're done.
Are you watching Super Bowl here? Is that the plan?
I don't know. I might watch it at home because I got a new 14-foot projector screen
Oh, there you
that's
go.
fun.
in my yard. If the weather's nice, I'm gonna do it in the backyard.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Yeah.
And
That'll
for
be
you,
fun.
it's the day before your birthday.
No, it's a week before.
Oh, the week before your birthday. Sorry.
Yeah.
What are you turning? 35?
37.
37.
37. Yeah.
Where are you gonna watch it?
I'll probably watch it here at Underdog. Yeah. I will be here.
We are looking at house parties right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like going to a bar. We did your birthday party one year on Super Bowl
Harwood
Sunday
Tavern,
at
that
Harwood
was fun.
Tavern. That was a lot of fun. But I just prefer
What
being
for?
at home on a couch.
Yeah.
All the different snacks, like people coming up with their own game day traditions and being like, oh,
sure.
I eat this, and you got like
Last
a
year, my
smorgasbord of
wife and all
snackies.
her friends, all of our neighbors, it's all women, they made friendship bracelets.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, it was really cute.
See, that's more my vibe, but we'll see.
We will see.
All right, moving right along. Let's start a little bit of hockey because I gotta gloat here.
Uh-oh.
There was a game this past Friday. You saw your Dallas Stars take down the Vegas Golden Knights in an absolute, what do you want to call it? It was you were sitting on the edge of your seat. It was
Edge of your seat. Nail biter.
yeah, and all of my friends that went said the atmosphere was probably one of the most unreal
Yeah.
vibes for a regular season game.
Rivalry, man.
We don't like those Golden Knights, do we?
No, but they're fun games. I mean, fun in the sense of like if you're like have no dog in the fight kind of thing. Like it's so entertaining. Auditor with probably the save of the season.
The two saves of the
Two
season.
saves, but that last
Woo.
one to do it twice.
Yeah.
Do it twice with minutes left.
Yep. I mean, they were coming full force down the
Yeah.
ice, trying to tie that game, send it to overtime, and Ottinger said no.
He said, "No, not today.
Not today, my friends." And Robo just making everybody look good. Robo's really coming into his own. They're saying ever since Tyler Sagan got hurt, Robo's had more ice time and has produced the most points on the team.
Which is what you want to see with now he is a veteran. You know, he's been around several seasons. This is what we hoped for, what should be, and he's really taken that leadership role. And it's exciting. I mean, we need this. You know, of course, Ben's been playing well. I mean, I feel like when somebody goes down, they all rally, and the Stars are playing really good hockey.
The other player that I'm really feeling right now is Dodonov.
Yeah, Dodonov's coming in his own as well.
Yeah, he's on an absolute scoring tear and an assist tear. He's averaging like 1.5 points per game, I want to say right now.
That's awesome. Yeah, they're firing. And here's the thing. They lose a game, they don't ever have a long losing streak. They
Right.
find a way to adjust. They relight that fire. You know, they've had some injuries too, outside of Sagan, some nagging injuries, but
I
credit
looked into Mason Marshman, by the way.
yeah, when is it going to be?
They have no date. He is still
Oh.
listed as week to week, so he took a puck to the face on December 27th.
Oh, yeah. What
and
the puck?
So
Ooh.
at this point, he's been out for about a month.
Yeah.
And he had to have surgery on his face, but they won't disclose anything beyond that.
Oh.
So we're waiting, hoping for the best. I mean, he's a hot guy.
Mark-
Now
Can
he
they
should
give him a
have
mask?
And he had
Can
plastic
they-
surgery done.
Yeah. I mean, I would assume he would get like a mask or a visor
Do you
moving
have
forward.
Owen
Yeah.
Wilson nose?
I don't know if it was his nose or his mouth or like maybe his
maybe
cheek.
it was Matt. Oh, yeah, I could have broke the orbital
Or
bone.
if it's orbital bone, he could be out for quite some time. But
Yeah, orbital's
they're
bad.
not disclosing any of that information.
You can cave your sinus, too.
Well, if he's back, he's definitely wearing a
Full guard.
full mask. But hopefully,
That'll look
he comes
rad.
back. That begs the question of, okay, trade deadline approaching around the corner. What do they do? I've heard like they should tackle both sides of the puck.
But they won't. They'll probably make one trade.
Yeah.
And everyone keeps saying it's going to be a defensive person. I'm going to still stick to my guns and say I don't think we need a defensive person. Our defense is playing better than previous seasons, in my opinion. And I really think you could use a veteran presence. Who was I thinking? Oh, yeah, I heard like Sidney Crosby's available. Would love to have Sidney Crosby. Don't need him on the ice for very long, but I need that experience and that leadership to kind of counsel these young guys.
That would be like
Yeah.
a Klay Thompson move.
Yeah,
You know?
totally.
I I'm fine wherever they go. The only reason why I think they could go defense is out of paranoia of what happens if they lose Duchesne, because he has had some injuries. You
Yeah.
know, so but at the same time, firepower is great here. I trust whatever they did. They did great last year, so I have no worries. They're gonna make it exciting. This team's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we're about 2 weeks away from the start of the Four Nations
Yeah.
tournament. So that's U.S., Canada, Sweden, and Finland. Dallas Stars are represented on Team USA with Ottinger, and then all the Finnish players
I know.
are on Finland. So
Hits.
are we rocking with USA or are we rocking with Finland?
I'm gonna go Finland because I am a Rope Hits guy.
Yeah, I mean, I like Essa Lindell, and
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Is
they-
Miro also
Yes.
Finnish? Yeah, I
Yes.
thought so. Miro's probably my favorite player.
Yeah,
but
Miro's awesome too. So yeah, no, I think both of those guys. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited. They're playing the Knights tomorrow night.
Yep, another one.
Yeah,
As if one game wasn't enough, and they got a nice little break too.
they need it.
Yeah, and then we're minutes away from tip-off with the Mavericks.
True dat.
I don't even remember who they're playing, to be perfectly honest. I just know it's been like watching a G League team.
How do you feel about them right now?
I feel like I just want everyone to be happy and healthy.
Just hope both teams have fun.
I mean, we were here
Oh, they're
Thursday.
playing Washington. That's who they're playing.
We were here Thursday. Awesome against Thunder.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
somehow it's PJ Washington switches into another gear whenever they play Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that rivalry. Just
Yeah.
like
Now,
the Knights.
OKC is at the top of the league.
Yeah.
And
Yes. Like,
but
it's
we
like-
have their number.
Yeah, we're the only team that can beat them.
That's hilarious.
I know, it's so weird.
That's like the Mavs when they were fighting the Golden State Warriors every time, fucking
Golden
Warriors.
State,
10 years ago.
Spurs too. Spurs had our number a lot, many
Yeah.
times.
Or those years with the Kings.
Oh, yeah.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah, we're close to the All-Star game. That's going to be mid-February. Everybody's seeming. I mean, we've just found out about Maxi Kleba done essentially with a
Oh.
broken foot. I feel like they're going to have to trade for a big at this point,
Probably.
with Derek Lively being out.
Yeah.
And hoping that we get Luka back in the next few weeks. They said his injury is progressing, and everything is optimistic for his return after the All-Star game.
Well, that's positive. I like that. We need
Yes.
him. We definitely need him.
Yes, we definitely miss him. But thankfully, we play the Wizards tonight, so we should still manage a win there behind, Kyrie Irving and Klay Thompson and whoever else feels like playing well. Plus, that's Daniel Gafford's old team, so he always plays
I
well
know.
against them. I mean, they're literally up 13-2 right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
I just saw it on my phone, and they just switched it over
Oh,
there.
yeah. There you go. See if they keep it up.
But yeah,
I think that's all.
That's pretty much what's going down. We got the Pelicans and Pistons next, so a little relatively easy. That was, what was hard? Watching that game against the Celtics
Yeah.
on Saturday. They played the Celtics, and the Celtics just destroyed us.
Just
Playing
bollocked them.
the Celtics, though,
Oh, let me
without
ask you
Luka,
this.
it's tough.
So we're currently the 7th seed, which means we have to be in the play-in tournament if everything stays the way it is. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with possibly doing a play-in to enter the big game, the big stage, or would you rather us finish in the top 6?
I mean, like last year, I'd rather us finish in the top 6. I just feel like if we're in that spot, it's because we're freaking banked up.
And I mean, that's essentially what happened last year. Last year we were in the play-in zone. I
Yeah.
believe we were like 8.
Yeah, and then we just
7 or
turned it
8,
on.
and we ended at 4. So like anything is possible. I'm not pushing any panic buttons. You're not pushing any panic buttons.
Not yet.
I think it just depends on what Luka's health really does look like following the All-Star break.
If he's not back by end of February, early March, then yes, I'm hitting the panic button. I checked. And I think I said that
There's PJ.
several weeks ago on the podcast when we were talking about it. I was just like, I feel like you just got to have that guy. Just got to. He unites everybody.
Yeah, and I've been very critical of Luka's role on this team. I always say he cries a lot. He doesn't move fast enough, but the players love him. It's not like he's a douchebag and acts like he's above
Still a
everybody.
young
He's one of the
kid.
guys.
Right? Isn't he pretty young?
26, right?
25, 26, something like that.
25? You can't expect a
I
25-year-old
never
to be a
did.
leader.
Well, I just want him to stop yelling at the refs.
Okay, that's almost a lot of these top players, though. I mean,
Because then he's like missing his defensive assignment, and it really bothers me.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
but
Yeah.
watching
If
him.
your grief gets you in trouble Who's over here grabbing me? Oh, boy. If
Look
you're
at you and your groupies.
Right? I got a bunch of groupies. Come over here. Do a little groping, y'all. I love it. Come
It's a
over. We'll take
groupon.
shots.
Oh, my
We'll have a
gosh.
good time. That's Bill. He was runner-up in our Kapowski Bowl fantasy football league. Anyway.
So funny.
20-5 now.
Shit, bro.
Mav's just like
Out there whooping that ass.
They're in that ass.
In that ass.
they stand on business.
Ew.
10 toes.
10 toes. Okay. I know this is a really light episode this week because next week's going to be like crazy.
The
Yeah.
heaviest.
Very heavy. Anything else you want to bring to our attention while we're here?
What are you watching?
What am I watching? I still need to watch the season finale for Sex Life with College Girls.
Oh.
It's a good show. It's a Mindy Kaling show, so she wrote it and produced it, and it's
Yeah.
really good. And that one's on Max. What
I've been
else?
watching The Traders. You like that one?
I haven't started. I have never seen it, but everyone tells me I'm going to like it because a lot of Bravo people are on there and a lot
It's
of...
all the hits.
Yeah.
And they're all fighting and they're all arguing. Tom Sandoval's on there,
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's
from
so
Vanderpump
confidently
Rules.
wrong all the
Yeah.
time. It's so funny.
I was going to say, there was something else. Oh, yeah. We have the Royal Rumble on Saturday.
Royal Rumble is Saturday, so there's prop bets on that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Tell me, Charlie. Who do you see winning the Rumble for the men and why?
This is tough. I say it's tough because it's changed multiple times leading up. I think the favorite right now is John Cena because it is his farewell.
And then doesn't he have like a record? Like if he
Yeah.
wins the Rumble, then he goes for one of the champions. It'll be like a
Yeah.
16 or 17
Well,
time
if
champion.
if they have him win, it'll be 17, which him and Ric Flair are tied at 16. Now Ric
Okay, there
Flair
we go. That's the
has
story.
won titles that those 16, half of them are in other companies, so they count that. He's been only with one company his whole career, minus developmental. So that's a big feat that you're given that opportunity. I
Well,
think.
that's going to be terrible viewership
Yeah.
because you can't see it.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna go John Cena. I'm gonna go John Cena. They could always change. You know, rumors are out there, but there are talks of him and Cody Rhodes main eventing WrestleMania because it is his final main event. I'm gonna go Cody, but some people think CM Punk. But I felt like the matchup that would have been was him and Seth Rollins, and we just saw that.
Yeah. Seth is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I have CM Punk as like one of my favorites for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I think he's got a shot.
That's a long shot. That's a long shot.
It
Well,
is-
well, there's if you.
Because he's such a jerk
what,
to the management there.
what about Jey Uso?
It's a wild card. It depends on what direction there, because he's on Raw, so the heavyweight. But he just wrestled Gunther.
And lost.
Yeah, but he's lost multiple times now at the heavyweight. I love Jay. I love Jay better for the Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I would love to see him with the briefcase running around for like 3 or 4 months, just fucking with us.
If they hadn't had him versus Gunther and lose, I would say okay. But I think there's also something for people who follow the storyline. There is the whole CM Punk like favorite to Paul Heyman and Roman. Maybe I saw a theory, maybe they're the last two there, and then something interferes, causing CM Punk to win because he's never won a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I like CM Punk.
I think it's either Punk, Cena.
See, I'm not crazy.
No, I think those are the two better
understand.
favorites.
I understand where both of you are
Yeah.
coming from. They wouldn't do all this effort to bring John Cena back if he wasn't going to make a long push into the Royal Rumble.
I agree with you.
Because the Elimination Chamber, he could enter that and win the title, but it's too taxing, I felt, for him.
Yeah.
Like, well, they do a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, I don't know how they do it because
You
they
think old
actually
Triple H likes CM Punk enough to give him a
He makes
Royal
money.
Rumble win?
I thought he was going to win the Rumble last year.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Punk?
Yeah, and then he tore his shoulder in the Royal Rumble.
Well,
Ooh,
the
ouch.
plan was always to have Cody, but I think CM Punk was going to go on, win the Elimination Chamber, and then take on Seth
I'm
Rollins.
bored of Cody Rhodes.
I'm bored too. He's a very boring champion. I
Yeah.
miss Roman every day.
The problem is they
I'm
just
bored
don't
of him,
have,
too.
Oh,
I
he's
just
so
don't
hot,
feel
though.
like they have a.
I
now
don't
they-
have that vibe.
See, I think of Cody Rhodes literally as Homelander from The Boys.
He is.
Well, I'll say this: I don't. Now that Roman is a good guy, a baby face, I don't feel like there's really that top heel on SmackDown that I can really see taking it from. Where like, unless if Randy Orton becomes heel again, who was his mentor in the business,
Yeah.
that would sting a little bit.
Randy
and Randy's
Orton's
up there
still
too.
on?
He
Jiminy
is.
Yeah, he's still there.
He's
got
Daddy's
55 years
home.
old.
And Orton is up there for, I think he has 14 title wins, so he's up there too. So, and a lot of people think him and Cena. So you could see him and Cena
Orton
at
and
WrestleMania.
Cena?
Yep.
God,
That's
what is
hilarious.
this? 2005?
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Well, they both came up from OVW.
Got them nostalgia goggles
about-
on hard.
What about for the women?
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
I got Charlotte.
Charlotte's coming back from a big injury, correct?
So did Cody Rhodes
No,
when
no,
he
I'm-
won.
I'm just
yeah,
confirming.
yeah. She
'Cause-
tore ACL. She tore ACL, and you know, Triple H did the same thing when he tore his quad hat off. They were doing all the vignettes. He wins the Royal Rumble 2002. Cody Rhodes. I knew exactly when they did the Cody Rhodes vignette that in 2003 or 2023. That's like he's winning the Royal Rumble. Now they could throw. Some are saying Becky Lynch. I don't think she.
I mean,
needs
she's
it.
been away for a long time too. So since I went to Raw, that storyline for Bailey and Nia trying
Yeah.
to come after Rhea. I don't know. Nia had a really good showing in the Rumble last year. I feel like she could be like a dark horse sneak attack because she's got all these developing storylines with Rhea and moving from SmackDown to Raw, I believe.
I would prefer though Charlotte versus Tiffany Stratton.
Tippy time!
The
It's
athleticism,
tippy time.
both are super athletic. I mean, it would be, I think that's the matchup to make. I mean, right now, Rhea Ripley is the champion. I mean, it depends on what direction you want Becky to go, but we already saw. You could do the rematch. I'm not excited about Rhea versus, we see that over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. Lots of
Yeah.
drinking games.
Yeah.
Now
Love
that we'll
the
be
drinking
back in
games.
action. Back in action because it's on February 1st. So
Oh,
that's
so
it.
you're in.
I'm in.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Back in
that's my first day back in action is the Rumble.
Oh, well, you'll make it about the third match, and then it'll be over.
Yeah, pretty much.
Our third elimination, yeah.
I do love the celebrity sometimes appearances in these Rumble. Like Drew Carey was in it one time.
Yeah.
Shaq was in it. Johnny Knoxville.
I saw Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was
Against
pretty
Sami
fun.
Zayn.
Against Sami Zayn.
That was a fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Wee Man came out from under the
The
ring.
shenanigans.
It was hilarious.
Last year they had Pat McAfee put 2 feet in the ring and then step right back out.
That was funny.
I don't understand the appeal of that guy.
Oh, war.
He just yells a lot, and
And
that
so
seems
much
to be
yelling.
his whole personality.
And he says
He's like,
words
"And the
funny.
Millions and millions.
Yeah.
He is. But pro wrestling's fit for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He's-
could see it in
he-
his.
And he was like a yoked punter. That's why
Yeah.
we all like him because he was a jacked punter.
He's just a crazy
Yeah.
guy. Does
Right on.
backflips and everything.
Well then, anything else, guys?
I think that about does it.
Well, we'll have our big Super Bowl special next time.
Yep.
And again, here we are at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club. Oh, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, don't forget, you can join our Discord
I
and
was
talk
gonna
with us
say.
while we're performing.
Performing.
So we'll make sure to let you know when we're recording, and you can jump in and ask us questions, talk shit. We'll talk about you. We might put you on the screen. I don't give a damn.
yeah.
This game's wild.
You can find the link to our Discord at pouringtakes.com as
That's
well
right.
as all of our socials, including our YouTube channel, our Apple Podcast link, our Spotify link, all the important details at pouringtakes.com. And
That's
don't
right.
forget,
Follow us on Blue Sky.
do we need to be on Blue Sky?
Yes.
Okay, I'll work on that.
All
That's
right.
my homework. And then the last thing, Wednesday night with producer Tanner for Throw It Back Karaoke.
That's right.
Yeah. Come throw it back.
Ew. Sorry.
It's pretty cool.
All right, guys, have a great week, and we'll see you next week for all things Super Bowl. Cheers.
Cheers.